Hi, my name is Olivia Rice, and I'm going to be talking about parents' rights in special education. To strengthen the role of parents in the special education process, Congress mandated that schools give parents the opportunity to be members of any decision-making team for their child. That includes eligibility, initial evaluation, and reevaluation, and the development of the IEP, or the Individualized Education Program. School personnel must determine the appropriate persons to make educational decisions on behalf of the child. In Kansas, that is deemed the parent, which is defined as the biological parent, an adoptive parent, a person acting as a parent, a legal guardian, an officially appointed educational advocate, or a foster parent. Those individuals have the right to receive notice, give or revoke consent, file formal complaints, request mediation, file for a due process hearing, and give or deny permission for release of records. To ensure that parents have knowledge about their rights under the special education law, schools are required to provide a copy of the Parent Rights in Special Education Notice to the parents. The notice is to be written in language understandable to the general public and provided in the native language of the parent or another mode of communication used by the parent unless it is clearly not feasible to do so. Prior written notice must be provided to parents within a reasonable amount of time before the date the school proposes to change the identification, evaluation, educational placement of the child, or provision of special education and related services to their child. Prior written notice is also provided when the school refuses a parent's request. Federal and state regulations have specific requirements for requesting parent consent. Consent is always to be informed consent. The prior written notice must accompany the request for consent for each proposed special education action. The parent must agree in writing to the action for which his or her consent is sought. The school must make reasonable attempts to obtain consent from the parents for each special education action as required. Reasonable attempts are defined as at least 2 contacts by 2 different methods and documentation of such attempts. Parent consent is voluntary and may be revoked by the parent at any time. The school must take steps to ensure that one or both parents are present at each IEP meeting or the opportunity to participate in the IEP meeting. The notice must be provided in writing at least 10 days prior to the meeting and inform the parents that their child is invited to attend the meeting. The written notice must include the following information. In the state statute and regulations, the term exceptional children includes children who are gifted and children with disabilities. Parents of and children with giftedness who do not also have a disability have the same rights as parents of and children with disabilities, with some exceptions. On or before the student's 17th birthday, the IEP of the student must contain a statement that the student has been informed that at the age of 18, students have attained the age of maturity in Kansas and all parent rights transfer to the student. At age 18, the student becomes their own educational decision maker. So when discussing parent rights in special education, please remember that parents' consent is voluntary, parents have the right to an explanation, parents can disagree with eligibility and deny special education services, and parents can file a formal complaint. Thanks for watching and have a great day.